guys, Krista Jones here from Davy and Krista, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to add a scroll navigation that doesn't appear when you first come to the website, but that appears as you scroll down. So sometimes they're called sticky navigations because as you scroll they get stuck to the top and then they stay there. So depending on the design that you're using, this can be a really great way to either keep your links present as somebody's scrolling down through the site, or to start a homepage or any other page on your site as a more like simple and graphic header, and then have those navigation elements appear. So I'm going to pretend that Bellagio doesn't have these items up here, and we're going to add a navigation as somebody scrolls. So I'm going to start by, first I have to figure out where I want it to appear. And I'm going to say that I want it to appear after this hero section. That's kind of a good spot for a navigation element like this to show up. Once you've kind of gone past the main hero section, the main like 600 pixels of a site, as you would get to like the fold, if a website was like a newspaper and it folded in half, what we call below the scroll area is called the fold. So I'm going to add it here, and you knowing those actual terms does not actually make a huge difference. So I'm going to start by adding a blank canvas, and I'm going to pull it up here to, let's see, I'm going to put it below the hero, and we'll call this our scroll navigation. Oh, I need to spell it right. Scroll nav. And then I'm going to give it a color. You don't have to give it a color, but I think it would stand out a little bit more if I had it as a color. So I'm going to make it brown or like a caramel color. I'm going to make it shorter. And I'm just going to copy some of my existing navigation items up here so they don't have to retype everything and relink everything. But we're going to change the positioning on them a little bit because this navigation right here is not going to include the header anymore. So I'm going to align them to the center of the canvas, and I'm going to start adjusting their layout. So move my face over here. Let's take this guy right here, this inquire, and I'm going to anchor it to, or left align it to the right, or right align it. And then I'm also going to anchor it to the right of the page using this guy right here. And then I can just copy my styles between the different items. On a Mac, I'm doing Command C. And then when I click on the next item to paste in the styles, I'm using Showit's special paste feature. So I'm holding Shift, Command, and V, and that's going to paste my settings between the different elements. So I'm going to pull everything over here. Now, the only thing that won't apply on that special paste is the locking of the edge. So I still need to come in here and click all of these guys to lock them over to the side. So I'll lock that guy, I'll lock this one, lock this one. And I actually think I'm going to make this background, I'm going to make it green, and then add this text, make this text white so that we have a little bit more contrast. I feel like the previous colors that I was working with didn't have enough contrast. Now, normally when I'm doing this, I would also then turn on mobile and make all of this work on mobile. I think for this particular navigation though, I'm gonna have it invisible on mobile because I already have this header up here with this mobile menu right here. And I think if I had more than that, it might be too much. One thing that I could do though to simplify it, if I wanted to have this become sticky on mobile, oh no, I made it all go away. I could turn on mobile, and I could copy this little mobile navigation icon right here. This is just a standard icon in Showit. And I could come down here and paste it in there. I could make this white, and then I could pull this guy up here. Okay, so that's how I get it started. Next thing I probably want to do is turn this into a site canvas so that I can just have the same items, the same design, work on all of the different pages. And if I update one link in the area, it updates it everywhere else. It just will save a little bit of time later down the line. Okay, I'm next gonna have this be hidden to start. So I'm gonna have this hidden by selecting this little hidden button right here. I'm gonna have it be hidden right here. And then I'm going to make it sticky top on scroll and top on scroll. I might switch it to top just depending on how this looks once I test it in a minute. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I need to add an action to actually turn this canvas on. Otherwise, nothing will actually trigger it to fire. So we need to tell it that we are going to set a scroll action, and we're going to have it show a canvas. And I just need it to turn on my scroll navigation. Okay, and let's hit preview and let's test the way this is looking. And sometimes preview takes a second. Okay, so I don't see it yet. That's a good sign. And as I scroll here, let's see. Nope, it's not showing up. I think I know what we need to do. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to click on this item and we need to change the stacking order. I am going to make it a stacking order of 70. You can add stacking orders, I think between 0 and 99 are the ones that actually work on Showit. You might not want to have it be the highest in case you have like a pop-up or anything else on the site. But if I go higher than the other canvases around, I think 70 is fine. In theory, this should work, but we'll keep playing with it and keep testing it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you'll notice, I'm gonna refresh this. If I hit preview and I come to my desktop and I start to scroll down, when I get here, this navigation item appears and it will stay there as I continue to scroll through the site. And it should do the same thing on mobile. Yep, there we go on mobile. And so now that works on the home page. If I wanted this to work on all of the pages of my site, I would need to copy it. So because of the way that this works, we probably can't put it inside of a canvas set. A canvas set is a group of canvases that is either applied to the beginning or usually the end of a page. But if we're going to make this work, we probably need to put it down below the first canvas of each page. And then probably the second canvas needs to have that scroll action added. So in order to get this to work on this about page, I would need to have this scroll action fire. I need to make sure my navigation or my stacking order is set high too. And so now if I come through and I scroll on this page, when I get here, then that navigation works. So that's how we get this working. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. And if you like this video and you want more tips and tutorials for Showit or growing a website design business, make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you next time.